Good Friday afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Weather with Sim again. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And in today's weather forecast, we're going to be taking a quick look at the tropics. And as you can see, we got this disturbance right here to be watching. And it has a very low chance of development right now, okay? As you can see, there's this yellow X, which indicates less than a 40% chance of development. So again, not really concerning, especially because the chances of development as of right now are very low. But as the system does get closer to the Caribbean, this will be something to be watching for, as this could very well turn into a tropical storm or maybe even a hurricane, especially because it will reach the warmer waters. Now let's look at where those water temperatures in the eastern Pacific are. Okay, in the eastern Pacific, those water temperatures have been going down and up a lot, and now they are finally starting to go down again. We just aren't really sure if this is really going to make it to the La Nina territory and to be considered a La Nina, you have to be less than minus 0.5 or negative 0.5, which usually means that the water temperatures are much cooler than normal. So because we haven't reached that yet, we are still considered in a neutral phase. But as these water temperatures continue to go down, which is expected, by the way, then we will likely be near a La Nina by the time we do reach the end of August and into the beginning of September. But these could very well be going up again, like what they have been doing, where they've been going down and then been going up, where they've been going down and up, and they just keep going. So we'll have to see if these continue to go down, but as of right now, not really looking like a huge concern for La Nina just yet. But as we do head into the end of August, we will really be watching for this, especially because that's when the highest chance of a La Nina will be. Now let's look at those sea surface temperatures, okay? And as you guys can see, very warm waters across the eastern Pacific as of right now. This is where the La Nina is, by the way, okay? This is where the La Nina is, by the way. So this area that you see in blue and green, that indicates below average water temperatures. But just to the north of that is where we have those warm waters. And because we still have some warm waters, that's the reason why we aren't really in a La Nina just yet. But as these water temperatures continue to cool down, then we will likely be turning into a La Nina, like I said, as we do head into the end of August. And what's bad about La Nina is that you can sometimes see above average hurricanes, and that's because you don't have a whole lot of wind shear to work with, and that's a bad thing, like I said, because then these storms will be able to get their acts together a lot more, especially because they won't have any wind tearing them apart. So that's the reason why La Nina is pretty bad, is because usually you can see above average hurricanes with a La Nina due to below average wind shear. So that's the reason why we are watching for a La Nina as we do head into the end of August. Now, let's look at what we can expect with the tropics, okay? And I wanted to show you guys this to let you guys know that this low right here, which is going to be coming off of North Carolina more than likely tomorrow, and then pretty much curving back towards the East Coast, including the Cape Cod region, and this is likely going to bring a lot of rain and thunderstorms with it on Monday, July 29th. So this is actually going to be coming in about 2 days, and not only this model, but even some other models do point the system doing the same thing too as well. So New England does need to be on high alert for the potential of a system bringing some heavy rain, some heavy thunderstorms, and maybe even some gusty winds, but chances of that are pretty low because this isn't really expected to be much of a tropical depression or threat. Now, thank you guys very much for watching my video. Like I said, that was a quick tropical weather update. We will be talking about more about this as we do get closer to when the system could be become a hurricane, and that's pretty much the one that's included in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean right now, which is the system that I showed you at the beginning of this video. So definitely be on high alert, and preparedness is definitely needed, especially because the system could very well be making it towards the East Coast and as well as the Gulf of Mexico. Both of those areas will need to be watched very closely as the system continues to head to the northwest. So definitely be on high alert in both of those areas, and you at least need to be making some preparations if a hurricane were to come hit you, because sometimes that can even happen during the later parts of the hurricane season. So now's a good time to prepare while we haven't seen too much, but this is definitely where it will start really getting active. So please get prepared now before things really start to get dangerous. And of course, like and subscribe down below if you haven't already.